Hi, welcome to The Importance of Being an Empath. This is your host, Sharon Jones. Welcome to podcast episode number 2. Today's podcast is about letting go. I've been having the hardest time trying to work on a new project, and it's been so frustrating because the whole thing just hasn't come together. And then finally I realised that I need to change the way I'm thinking about the project, allow my creative spark to flow through it. And I think the energy of that project is starting to change because of that realisation. Like if I'm trying to make something happen, it doesn't really work out and have its full energy and it's really not up to the full capacity that I'd like. And I think we all recognize that in ourselves sometimes. It's like we just keep trying and trying. We just keep plugging away and just keep trying again. And, in the end, it's just meh. It's just barely there. It's just the presence isn't there. It's just not happening. And that's been the most frustrating part of, I think any part of my development that I've had has been about trying to discover the spark, the energy, the allowing things to flow. And like mentally, the human part of me is like, right, we're going to do this. And I'm like, okay, well, I've got an idea of what to do. And this is what they say on that website. And this is what this guru teacher person says, or this podcast person, and it's like I take all the literature down, but it's got no flow. Like I'm not emanating anything from within. So changing my mindset then is paramount, because how am I going to allow myself to shine on this particular project when I'm not allowing myself to shine? When I'm just trying to do what's expected of me rather than doing what is being allowed to shine from within. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I just feel like I can just move forwards from this if I allow the energy to flow through me. So, a good practice then when I'm stuck in this space is first of all to recognize that the energy's not flowing, that I'm feeling stuck. And feeling stuck's good because I think when a snake is shedding its skin, surely to goodness it feels some discomfort and an itch, like it just needs to get this itch out. And then finally it starts peeling away the skin and finally it sheds its skin. And I think that's a lot of the process of when we're trying to create something new, when we're trying to express ourselves from within. It's like we need to shed this skin, this reality of life, and allow the true essence of our creativity to shine through. Get that spark really flowing, get the juices flowing on the project. So a good practice then is for me to sit down, and I've got like a coffee table my husband made, and it's like inset in the middle with play sand in there, and I've got a few stones and crystals, and I got a couple of sand rakes that he made for me. So I just go in there and just kind of rake around and just make patterns and really just allow myself to be present, just doing that, not thinking about anything else, just playing, feeling the sensation of the sand as the fork runs through it, feeling the essence of the shapes that I make. They each have their own energy, and I can feel the energy of it. And I feel like I can stay there for probably like an hour, just playing with the sand. Like it's a grown-up sand pit, really, let's face it. I can't make sandcastles in there because the sand is dry, but I can make shapes and patterns, and just the whole process, like the whole process is just about creating, allowing myself to totally be at one with myself, just playing with the sand, just pulling my rake around in the sand and making the shapes in it. Little wavy patterns here, a circle shape here, place a stone within that circle that I've just made. And then if I don't like it, I just scrap the whole thing and just start all over again. And it's really a training aid to facilitate me allowing my metaphysical self to connect, the creative part of myself to connect with the physical part of me. And it's amazing, but when you've put yourself in that place and allowed yourself to get creative, allowed yourself just to be present in that moment, it's like it just clears all the human part away. And so suddenly you're expressing yourself from the metaphysical, from the point of view of the creator, because we're all creators. And as an empath, as somebody who's sensitive to energy, you feel the change in the energy. I could run around pissed off and upset because my project isn't going well and have a hissy fit and throw everything in the garbage can. Or I can go and play in the sand pit, the grown-up sand pit, the little Zen garden that I've got, and just allow myself to forget about all of the project stuff and just allow myself to play in the sand, to create, to allow the energy to flow again through my body. So it's the difference of having no flow and nothing's happening, to allowing my energy to flow and allowing my stuff to happen, allowing my project to manifest itself, but in a different way. Allowing my project to develop from the physical, from the metaphysical, not the physical, not from logic. It's from a place of intuition. Instead of creating my project from a place of logic, now I'm going to cast logic aside, and instead I'm going to embrace the intuitive side of my brain. So I'm switching from my left side to my right side of my brain, allowing the creative flow to flow through me. And we can all take a lesson from this. We can allow ourselves to go through life just doing what everyone expects of us and being logical and thinking logically about everything, thinking logically, well, I'm stressed and it's because of such and such, instead of saying, well, I'm feeling stressed, I'm empathic, so what's actually going on is my stress is expressing to me that there's a blockage of the flow of the creative energy that's coming through me. So being with my Zen garden, with playing with my grown-up sand pit, is giving me the opportunity to allow the energy to flow, for me to creatively express myself from beyond the physical world, allowing the energy, the chi energy, to flow through me from beyond the physical world. And when we do this, we become true to ourselves. Have you ever heard the expression, be true to yourself and all will go well with you? Well, this is such a case. In playing with the sand, in expressing myself with the lines and the curves and the squiggly lines and the stones and the crystals that I have in there, all help to empower my connection to that which is beyond the physical world. Whatever you want to call it, I just call it that which is beyond the physical world, because to me that's what it is. We're expressing the energy of beyond the physical world. We have limitations when we're in the physical world, and we are conditioned to accept that those are the norm. But actually, that's not normal for us, is it? I mean, as an empath, do you agree that as an empath, that if you're being conditioned and you're trying to live life the way that's expected of you, you're not happy? Maybe you're feeling depressed. Maybe you're just feeling anxious. Perhaps you're feeling overwhelmed because you're doing what everybody else expects of you, instead of just allowing the energy to flow through you and allowing yourself to express that creativity. It's a big difference. And, to that end, I'm actually feeling very inspired this morning. And that's why I came on with this podcast, to express that creativity, to allow the energy of that creation to flow through and through my words. And as an empath, you'll feel the energy of these words, and you'll feel how genuine it is. There's no script here. There's no somebody telling me what to say. I'm just allowing my energy to flow. And that's all that really is required of us in this physical world. We're a spiritual connection. We're a metaphysical connection. We're a bundle of energy trying to express itself in a very flat and one-dimensional world. And here we are with 5 dimensions trying to express ourselves. It's no wonder we get stressed. So this is my message to you today, is allow yourself to play. Allow yourself to make the crochet square. Allow yourself to play in the sandpit. Allow yourself to walk in the woods and kick the leaves and feel the freshness and the energy of the world when you're out there walking. Being with your animals is one aspect of that. But I believe that we need to express ourselves from beyond that. The animals help us to find comfort. But if we allow ourselves to connect with Earth, to connect with the energy that flows in and through and around all of the things that we see, then we allow ourselves to truly connect with everything. And we're not placing limitations on ourselves. So with these words then, I give you my energy that flows, the energy that flows through me, the energy of the oneness that flows from creation itself, the energy that created all of this. They talk about the Big Bang Theory. It was just an expression in a moment. And that energy resonates right through our being. It gives us life. And we express ourselves in a physical form. But we're also able, as creatives, as empaths, as a sensitive, you're able to express yourself with so much more than just the physical presence that you are. So this is where I am today. This is the beginning of my work week. I'm going off to my day job shortly. But I just wanted to share these words, and hopefully you'll feel the energy, the essence behind the words. Just allow yourself to have this energy just wash over you, because this is what it's all about. I'm talking to you, I'm allowing the energy to flow through me, and the spirit world, if you like, are connecting with me while this is happening. And so each one of us is allowing the energy to wash over us. We're being connected. We're being affected. We're being inspired. We're allowing ourselves to be inspired, to be that inspiration. All the answers that we are looking for are already inside us. And so this morning is serving as a reminder for myself as well. I'm not an expert. I don't claim to be an expert, but I'm somebody who's experienced this life, and I fine-tuned the gifts that I have. And with those gifts, I bring you this message this morning in the hope that you too will find your expressive spark. Bring that expressiveness through, the creativity. Allow that energy to flow through you from the metaphysical world. This is our gift. And it's not a curse. This is our gift. And we can bring our light to the world. But first, we need to bring that light to the world for ourselves. We need to benefit from it. It's not just, okay, I'm a healer and I'm going to go out and heal everybody today. That's bullshit. You can't go out and heal everybody today if you're not in a good place. If you're not feeling creative, you need to open yourself up to that creativity. Allow yourself to open up to the possibility that anything could happen today. Open yourself up to the possibility that you could manifest whatever you want. Because we can. We have that ability. All of us do. We have the ability to create exactly what we want. I mean, okay, sometimes the metaphysical world, spirit, universe, God, whatever you want to call it, sometimes there's a chaos factor gets thrown in there. And so they always say, be careful what you ask for. Well, we're quite powerful, so whatever we set our intention on, we're quite likely to manifest it. So be careful what you ask for, because it might just come true. So with that then, I'll leave this message with you. And I send to you my blessing, and I hope that you find your creativity today to help you find the core essence of energy from within you. You don't need to find this from outside yourself. It's already in there. Just allowing it to flow while you play. Allow yourself to play with the sand. Allow yourself to play with creating a rug. Allow yourself to play with the knitting. Create a wooden table. Whatever it is that you want to do. Knit a sock. It's like you just allowing your energy to flow through while you're being creative is all it's all about. It's about getting that connection. So with that message then, I'll leave that with you. And I really look forward to spending more time on more podcasts and just allowing my energy to flow through that helps to inspire you so in some way. I'd love to hear how this helps you, how it affects you. It's certainly helping me just to kind of get it off my chest, to be honest, and share, because I think that's what it's all about, is about us sharing and about us increasing our energy together, being individual and a collective. And it's absolutely wonderful. So with that, I give you my blessings for the day. This is Sharon Jones of yevents.ca, #ReleaseRocks.